Welcome to Contemplative Living, where we view contemplations for the week to have a better understanding of our spiritual paths. This is Contemplative Living with Dave Bennett, contemplations and reflective meditations. All right, welcome to another Contemplative Living, where we talk about concepts to bring contemplative living into everyday life. Today I want to start out by just a little something written by Victor Hugo. A garden to walk in and immensity to dream in. What more could he ask? A few flowers at his feet and above him the stars. This really exemplifies what contemplative living is really all about, is when we go inward and we contemplate and we bring that into our daily life. It is a garden that we walk in. And it reminds us that we can bring that beauty, the few flowers at our feet, and recognize the stars above us. And see that there is beauty in everything that we do. So stillness finds balance and union in all aspects of our lives. Through stillness, we find that balance. It helps us to recognize ourself, our true essence, and that there's a union with our true essence and all aspects of our life. So we can bring that into our daily walk. It's that little things, the little things of just finding union, seeing how everything is interconnected and interdependent. That's what shows us what life is really all about. So a stillness, a spiritual practice helps us to make transformations, both small and large, that lead us to balanced health and a better life. The neat thing about stillness or spiritual practice is that it helps us to not only still our mind, but still our body. And when we do that, it helps our body to relax and to find its balance. That balance does lead to better health because it allows our body to regain its homeostasis, its natural state of being. And that strengthens our immune system. And boy, what couldn't we use a little more strengthening of our immune system at this point with this stage in our lives and with what's going on. So to have that stillness, even though we live in a chaotic world, we can walk with calmness. We can walk with a more centered way of being. And that really helps us to explore our life and to find that garden in our life. So examine all aspects of life. And you'll find that character is a good measure of someone's true nature. Now, it's kind of funny. When I first saw this picture, I didn't recognize that this girl had rats on her shoulder. So it kind of shows that, and you look in her eyes and you can see that there is a character there that has some joy and has some fun in the sparkle in those eyes. And we need to look for that. Look for that in life. Look for that fun nature. Look for what helps us to be that flower, to be that person who has that spark in their eyes, that's willing to show you something new and exciting. And that's how we bring, that's how we were just, I was talking on a show just recently where we were talking about, you've got to squeeze all the juice out of life. And that's one way, is to actually be authentic and show your true character. And then you can see the true character in others. So what did I just do? All right, let's bring that one back. For some reason, I kind of... Okay, so allowing your being's light to shine through our shadows solidifies our presence of love. Our light can really illuminate just about anything. And we all have shadows. We have a shadow nature. It's a part of being human. We have our light and we have our shadow. And to balance that out so that the shadow isn't destructive, instead it shows us a different side. But we can look at it with love. That's what's important here, is to use love as our anchor, use love as our center being, and bring that into just about all aspects of life. So what I'm saying is, graciously make time for stillness. Make the change your heart longs for. Here we see an open window. This open window is just giving a glimpse of what we long for a peaceful, tranquil life. And we need to use stillness. And graciously is kind of, by using it graciously, we're using it through kindness. And we're not trying to force anything. We're not trying to push anything out of the way in order for us to gain what we want. Instead, we want to flow into it. And this is what our heart longs for. This is what we desire in life, is to have a peace-filled life that flows with the nature of things. But we have that within us. We have that window within us that we can open, and that we can see that true nature of who we really are, and bring that into our day-to-day lives. So we are here to help each other find virtue and self-mastery. That's kind of what this podcast has really been all about, is to show that we're here together, and that we can... Oh, sorry, I got looking at some of the shout outs. So anyway, we are here together to help each other and to find that virtue. Self-mastery comes from self-work. But isn't it nice to find community that can help us on that path to self-mastery? As we grow spiritually, we need fellowship along the path, and we need to find that where we can, because that fellowship helps strengthen our heart and helps us to examine and to look in different directions. Many times we get so caught up in our path that we're doing this tunnel vision, and we're not focused on we don't see anything outside of our tunnel vision. So we tend to just to lose ourselves on our path. But when we have fellowship and we have others that are there supporting us, that's when we can take that and all of a sudden open that vision up, because we have other insights coming in that's helping us and helping us to explore our world and to see our path from a different point of view. So have the willingness to escape routines. There are other creative things that we can enjoy. I like to think of creativity as inspiration from the divine. And when we break away from our routines, when we do something that's out of the norm, isn't it refreshing? Doesn't it make you feel good when suddenly you explore and you find something new? It is refreshing and it fills our hearts. And so I invite you to try to move away from just that routine. It's awful easy right now with everything that's going on in the world to be sequestered in our own space and not able to explore so much. But we can explore. There's many ways. And so try to break out of your routine. Do something different. This week, I invite you to do something different. Find something new to refresh that energy in your heart, to buoy you up so that you're flying high and find that spark, that essence that makes your heart sing. I hope you have a joyous week, and I want to thank you. Namaste. Don't forget to subscribe, and then we'll see you next week.